Today we're going to talk about a new app for the iPhone and soon to be out for the Android called Txticon. Txticon is a very unique app that instead of allowing people to type out long messages if they wanted to, they can do short responses or short messages using the icons that we provide in Txticon. To do something like simple as I love you, right? We'll get rid of that. Or let's say you get text and somebody wants you to ask you a question. We all know that texting and driving is probably not the best thing. So what we can say is, I'm driving right now, I'll call you back. 2 touches of the text and you can hit the send button and it'll send it back to that person. So the power is pretty neat. Let's say that you just wanted to say good morning to someone or good night to someone. When I do a lot of traveling, I do that to my family a lot of times. I'll just say good night. Let's say you want to talk to someone, you want to say, hey, let's go for a drink. What time? 2 touches. And what you did is you just actually typed out, what's that, like 15 or so characters. You did it with 2 touches of a button. And the power is pretty incredible. Some of the other things that you can do as well is you can actually pre-program the hotkeys that you see down here. You see these hotkeys down here. So I've pre-programmed this one to a phone number. So you can just simply touch it and put a phone number. But they're programmable by simply just holding the button. And then it'll come up and you can change the hotkey and you can simply type in whatever you want. So you can type in your address, because a lot of times people say, what's your address, right? And you can say, 123 Main Street. Oop, I guess if I knew how to type that would be good, huh? Main Street. And then we can say your town, USA. We'll just do that, right? And so we'll save that. All right. And so now if we hit the second hot, you see how it comes out. So they're all pre-programmable and it works really well for that. Some of the other things that comes along with Txticon is what we call shorticons. Shorticons are just short words that you might use a lot. This is also where you can actually post to Facebook, post to Twitter, and we'll come back to that international flag in a second. I'll tell you about that. Lingocons are the lingo that everyone kind of uses. If you want to type things, you can say, I don't know what some of this stuff, wish you were here, WYWH, wish you were here. I wouldn't have known what that was, but if you touch it, it'll send the whole thing, which makes it easier for the older generation, I think, to a certain degree. Talk to you later, that's that one. So you got Txticons, you got shorticons, you got lingocons, and then you have justicons. Or, if you want to shorten it, you can say just icons. And these are just icons, and they're fun ones that you could send to someone. And you got all the different Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, Happy Valentine's Day, we did a Happy Father's Day. Whatever you want to do, we can put this up there. I love you, hang loose, things of that nature. And so we have pads of this that you can just simply touch the Justicon and it'll add it into it. So that's some of the power of what Txticon does on a short version. Now, the very big thing that I want to talk to you about is what Txticon can do as far as languages. So we saw how this actually you can say, I'm driving now, I'll call you back. If we go to the next screen and we go to this international flag and I touch it, it defaults to English, but I can actually do Spanish, I got Ukrainian, I got German in here right now. So let's go to Spanish. And then we're going to go back to Txticons, and we're going to get that same message, and you're going to reply in Spanish this time. It says, I'm driving now, I'll call you back. Right? Or, let's say we wanted to go do it in Ukrainian. We could do it in Ukrainian. So we'll click on English, go back up to Ukrainian, and then we'll go back to Txticon, and you can say, I'm driving now, I'll call you back. That's the power of what Txticon can do, because we can do it across multiple languages. So you can actually text in different languages if you'd like. One of the powerful things that we really like. So let's go back. We're going to change this back to English real quick, just so that we can have that defaulted. Okay, great. Now the other thing that we're going to talk about is this ability to actually send out group messaging, because a lot of times when you want to send out a group message, you got to type the person's name, then go back, and type the next person's name, and go back, and type the next person's name, and go back. So you could actually say good morning to someone, and you can actually go over here to your group, and I already have logged in, but I have my group. So let's say I want to go to my Txticon group. I could say OK, and if I hit my message, you'll see that it's going to go to multiple people across in the group. So they're all pre-programmed, and I can say good morning to everybody if I just hit the send button, and everybody would get that. That's one of the powers. Now the great thing about groups is that you can have unlimited number of people in the groups, and so that really makes a huge difference. The way the groups work is through our website. You can sync your contacts from here, and then you can go to Txticon.com, log in, and you can manage your groups about who you want to be in your groups and what phone number you want to send it to. So this is the power of Txticon. This is a new app, again, available on iPhone and iPad, soon to be out for Android. We're excited about the app. We hope you will be too, and we hope you'll give it a try.